With goal number one or area number one, remember the goal is not to stop anxiety, but to increase our capacity to allow anxious thoughts without believing them. We want to have a happy bonfire, not this raging inferno that calls out the firefighters. We want to have a happy bonfire that we can sit beside, roast marshmallows. We want to have a lit up sacral where we're creative, we have pleasure, we're having fun, we feel sexy, we're sexy, radiant stewards, all of these good things. So there are going to be twigs, there are going to be things we're working on. We don't want to shrink our life down to try and avoid anxiety, because if you remember the recursive anxiety loop, the smaller we shrink our lives, the smaller our comfort zone becomes, and then we are trapped. So that's not the right way to do it, even though it's very, very tempting. Instead, we want to be elbowing out our comfort zone, doing new things, going after our goals, living our soul mission, being happy. And to do that means there's always going to be new things happening. We're going to have anxious thoughts. So what we really want to have is that a happy bonfire. In our body, we want to shorten the list of what triggers the amygdala. Remember, the amygdala is the alarm system. It goes, oh my God, oh my God. That's its job, is to find threat. So we want to shorten the list of what triggers the amygdala into the defense response, what it considers to be a threat. We want to shorten it as much as possible down to things that are actually threats. Then we want to increase the amygdala's trigger threshold so it can handle more activation in our body without sounding the alarm. And this is something I see a lot with my clients, that a lot of us, if anything is not perfect, that alarm is sounding. We want to create tolerance in the amygdala and in our body and in our brain for imperfection. That you can have a sore arm without thinking your arm's going to fall off, or you can have, a fight with your husband without thinking he's going to leave you, or you can have something happen in your business without thinking that, oh, that's the end and all my clients are going to leave me and I'm going to die alone and eaten by cats and penniless and blah, blah, blah. Like, we need to increase our tolerance for discomfort and imperfection so that the amygdala is not constantly firing. And then finally, we want to increase the hippocampus, because it's a hippocampus, but there are two of them, the hippocampus' ability to provide context and to remember that while we may not have been safe then, now is not then. He is not that same person, and we are safe now. Now, obviously, if you are living in a dangerous situation, you want the anxiety and you want the fear because you are in a dangerous situation. For the vast majority of us, we are not. We are in very safe situations that we have fallen into the trap of believing that we are in dangerous situations because our amygdala and hippocampus are not distinguishing that now is not then, and now we are safe. So this is what we want to do biologically, biochemically, and that's what we're working on to increase safety in the body.